Welcome to a course on sequence and series. In this lecture, we are going to introduce series and we are going to see what a series means and how to check the convergence of a series. All those things we will see in this lecture.
So, let Sn be a given sequence, right? Then summation n runs from P to Q. Sn means what? It is Sp plus 1 plus Sp plus 2 and it goes till what? Sq. Right? So this P here we must have this P less than or equals Q. What happens when P is Q? It is going to have only one term. Right? So when P is smaller than Q, you will have more than one term, sum of more than one terms in the sequence. When you write summation n runs from 1 to infinity Sn, that is the terms, and if you make the sum of the entries in the sequence, this we call it as series. Especially it is called as infinite series. Right? Here in this course we are going to deal sequences in real life. Okay, we are going to talk about real series, real infinite series. That is what we are going to cover in this course. Okay, so from this what I am going to do is that I am going to take S1 as A1, S1 plus S2 as A2, similarly S1 plus S2 plus S3 as A3. So in general, what is going to be the case? S1 plus S2 till Sn is known as An. Okay. Now collect these in a sequence, right? So this is called as sequence of partial sums. Right? Now forget about this is the partial sum. These are taken from the series. You just forget about it and look at plainly it as a sequence and try to examine the convergence of this sequence. What is the thing we will do? We will have to check limit n approaches infinity An is some finite value or not. Right? This is what we will check in order to check the convergence of a sequence. The same thing we will have to do here. After finding the sequence of partial sums, right, we will have to check the convergence of this sequence. Okay, if it is convergent, then we will say the series is convergent. What is it? Okay, actually what is this? This is summation I runs from 1 to n An, right? Sorry, Sn, right? So this is that quantity, and here I am taking limit. What it physically means? Here we are saying that it is the sum of infinite number of terms that are taken from the sequence, right? When we make a sum of infinite number of terms, we must get a finite limit. Okay, so this is going to be true in some cases, and that is what we mean mathematically. We mean the convergence of a series, right? So when you add infinite number of terms and you are going to get a finite sum, that is what we mean by the convergence of a series. Let us see some examples. Let me consider Sn to be minus 1 par n. Okay, here you may look that S1 is minus 1, S2 is what? Minus 1 plus 1 is going to be 0. S3 is minus 1 plus 1 minus 1, it is minus 1. So S4 is minus 1 plus 1 minus 1 plus 1 is going to be 0. So in general, my summation Sn, okay, if I take okay, let me denote it as Si, where I runs from 1 to n is going to be 0 if n is even and is minus 1 if n is odd. Right? I will have to take limit n approaches infinity here. What is it going to be? It is either 0 or minus 1.
Okay, so in this case we do not say the summation I runs, okay, n runs from 1 to infinity minus 1 whole power n is not convergent, because it can be either 0 or minus 1. So this series oscillates between 0 and minus 1. Similarly, if you take what? Sn is equal to minus 1 to the power n times of n. Right? It is what? Here your S1 is going to be minus 1, S2 is minus 1 plus 2, 1, S3 is minus 1 plus 2 minus 3, it is going to be minus 2, S4 is minus 1 plus 2 minus 3 plus 4, so it is going to be 6 minus 4, it is 2. Here you may notice something that we have seen in what? Proving the integers are countable. So you are getting something of that sort, right? When your n is odd, you are getting something of this sort, and when your n is even, you are getting exactly the same thing. So your Sn is going to be what? N upon 2 if n is even. Okay, this is minus times of n plus 1 upon 2 if n is odd. If you want to work for a few more terms, you can work it out and see what the sum is. Here, actually this is not S. This is S1 plus S2, S1, S2, S3, S1, S2, S3 plus S4. Therefore, summation I runs from 1 to n is this quantity, and when I take limit to this, what was going to happen? Summation I runs from n Si will be either infinity or minus infinity. So this, that is summation Sn, okay, n runs from 1 to infinity, oscillates between infinity and minus infinity. Now you may ask me a question whether all the series are going to be of this sort only. We will not have any convergence case. Of course we have convergence sequence as well. Let me give you that too. Okay, what may we take? Of course, Sn is equal to r power n. Now let us, okay, this is the sequence and we have to find out the convergence of this series. Right? So, here, let me write an, that is summation I runs from 1 to n of Si as an. So, when I give different values of I, what am I going to get? So I starts from, in the power we have, right? So it is r square, r cube, and it goes till what? R power n. Okay, we are going to check the convergence of this series. Now let me write r times of an. This is going to be what? R square, r cube, and it is going to be r power n plus 1. Till this we will have. Then an minus r times of an is going to give you what? These terms will get cancelled, right? So here you will have r power n. These terms will get cancelled, and finally you will have r minus. This is what you are going to have. So when I take an in common, so it is an times of 1 minus r, which is r times of 1 minus r power n, and an is going to be r times of 1 minus r power n upon 1 minus r. Okay. Here, is it going to be true for all the cases? No, right? So this has to be true when r is not equals 1. Because when r is 1, you will have the denominator part to be 0. It is not permissible. So what is going to happen when r is 1?
You are just going to have 1 plus 1 plus till 1 for n times. This is nothing but what? This is simply n. Right? So we have found the sum of first n terms in the series. Now we are going to examine the convergence of this thing. Okay. For which, okay, when r is 1, we are going to do this in several cases. When r is 1, what is going to happen? Limit n approaches infinity by an. This is the sum of n terms in the series is going to be infinity. So which means diverges at this case. These two examples in which I have given you an example of a series which oscillates between finite limits and which oscillates between infinite limits. Here in the same example I am going to give you plenty of options. Right? When r is going to be 1, it is going to happen. When r is bigger than 1. Okay. When your r is bigger than 1, what is going to happen? See, when your r is bigger than 1, this place is going to give you a negative quantity. Right? And this place will also give you a negative quantity. So negative becomes positive. Right? So r per n, when your n approaches infinity, this becomes what? This is going to approach infinity. Right? So in this case also it is diverges. Right? Next, let us see the case when r is smaller than minus 1. And before going to when r is smaller than minus 1, let us see the case when r lies between these categories. Okay. When r lie between these values, you may see that this quantity becomes 0. Okay. This quantity becomes 0 and hence the entire quantity will become 0. So your limit n approaches infinity. Wait, just a minute. It is not going to be 0. It is going to be what? 1. Your r per n approaches 0 as n approaches infinity when your absolute of r is less than 1. Okay. When you put that here, you are just going to have 1. So this converges to r upon 1 minus r. Right? This is the case when your series is going to be convergent. Now let us come to this case when r is smaller than minus 1. Okay. R is a negative quantity, right? So you have, okay, let me write r as minus r1. Okay, just further. You have something of this sort. When you raise even power, it is positive. When you raise odd power, it is going to be negative. Right? So, when you make your n approaches infinity, here, can you give me an assurance this is going to be a positive quantity or negative quantity? No. We cannot certainly say this n is going to be odd or even. Right? This may approach infinity or minus infinity. So, in this case, it oscillates between infinity and minus infinity. Right? In the upcoming lectures, we will see some criterion for the convergence of series, and we are going to do several tests on checking the convergence of the series. Thank you for watching.